Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1977 Royal Sahara vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Behind the carriage is the margins, and you just push them down like this and move them. And we're just going to put that there, and this one will be on the end. Up top is your adjustable paper guide, and we're just going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. It just helps it feed in straight, and this is the paper bell that sits on top, holds the paper down. Once you hit the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the slide space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, that switch up top here, you just want to flip it into the middle. It skips 2, 1 more towards the front, skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it all the way down to that red dot, and it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. Actually a pretty nice typing machine. Fairly modern in the 70s for typewriters. Print looks really good. And this model was made in Holland. To pull the page out easy, you just flip the switch on the right side top here to the back, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy, or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a backspace on the right side here. That works good. The shift on each side and the shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release when you get to the end of the margin. This is the carriage release on the top right here. There's a mechanism that will block you from typing, and if you hit that MR button, you can type past that margin. That works good. Back to the color selector. The bottom red square, when you have it on that, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. See how the ribbon goes up much higher than it does when you have it on the blue. The blue just prints the top portion of the ribbon, and the white doesn't print at all. That works good. Take the hood off. So this model is very modern and new and kind of cheap. This is very flimsy plastic, and it's supposed to have 2 rubber stoppers to help it sit in place and kind of fit in there snug, but those broken off, so it sits there nice and flush, but it just doesn't have anything locking it in, which isn't a big deal. But with these newer models, that's what you get. This whole side is plastic, but you won't find a typewriter of this color, with this pretty blue color either. So kind of a give and take on this model. Anyway, the brand new ribbon's loaded on the left side here, so it's pulling to the right. And to switch that direction, let's see, I don't know how to switch the direction. Let's see if we can figure that out. It probably has an automatic ribbon reverse. This little lever here, it detects which side is more full, and it'll turn to the side that's less full. And if anybody knows how to switch the direction manually, please put it in the comments. This is your carriage release. Just push it like this, and there's only one on this side on this model. Works good, nice and smooth. And this, if you push it back, it'll disable the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page without navigating through the clicks, which is, each one of these clicks is a half a space on this model. And this is your switch to dictate the spacing when you hit the line space. All the way back is single space, which is what I'm going to keep it as default for now. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.